Shadows of Doubt. In the bustling college town of Riverton, Oregon, where autumn leaves painted the streets in fiery hues and the local university buzzed with young ambition, lived Alex Thompson, a 28-year-old adjunct professor of literature. Alex was the kind of guy who blended into the background, tall but unassuming, with wire-rimmed glasses and a quiet passion for poetry that he shared with his students. He'd grown up in a working-class family, put himself through school on scholarships and part-time jobs, and now, in 2025, he was finally settling into a life that felt stable. He shared a modest apartment with his girlfriend of 2 years, Mia, a graphic designer who'd moved to town for her freelance work. They weren't perfect. Mia had a fiery temper, and Alex was often too passive in arguments. But they dreamed of a future together, maybe even starting a family someday. Their story took a dark turn one rainy October evening. It started with a fight, like so many do. Mia had been distant lately, scrolling through her phone late at night, and Alex confronted her about a suspicious text from an ex-colleague. Words escalated. Mia accused him of being controlling, and Alex raised his voice in frustration. No hands were raised, no threats made. It was just a heated argument that ended with Mia storming out to stay with a friend. The next morning, Alex texted apologies, but Mia didn't respond. He figured she'd cool off, as she had before. But 2 days later, everything shattered. Alex was called into the dean's office at the university. Sitting across from him were the dean, a campus security officer, and a Title IX coordinator. They informed him that Mia had filed a report. She claimed Alex had grabbed her during the argument, shoved her against the wall, and threatened her life. It was domestic violence, she said, and she'd gone to the police too. Alex's world tilted. "That's not what happened," he stammered, his face paling. "We argued, but I never touched her." The officials nodded sympathetically, but explained the policy: an immediate no-contact order, suspension pending investigation, and a recommendation to get a lawyer. As he left the building, whispers followed him, students glancing his way, phones out, rumors already spreading on the campus app. Inspired by headlines like the Duke lacrosse case, where a false claim fueled by inconsistencies derailed young lives, Alex's ordeal mirrored that media frenzy on a smaller scale. Social media exploded overnight. Mia posted a vague but damning thread on her Instagram. "Survivors deserve to be believed. #believe women. #NDV. It went viral in the local community, with friends sharing it, tagging the university, demanding action. Alex's name trended on the school's subreddit, labeled a predator professor. He lost his adjunct position within a week. The university cited safety concerns amid the backlash. Job applications elsewhere dried up. One potential employer even mentioned seeing the online posts. His savings dwindled on legal fees, and he moved back in with his parents, 2 hours away, to escape the stares. The why behind Mia's accusation unfolded slowly, echoing motives from studies like Eugene Kinan's 1994 research on false rape reports, revenge and alibi often at the core. In truth, Mia had been seeing that ex-colleague behind Alex's back. The argument had exposed her affair, and in a panic, she fabricated the assault to paint herself as the victim, gaining sympathy from friends and family while justifying her exit. It wasn't premeditated malice. It was a desperate bid to cover her tracks, perhaps amplified by her own unresolved issues from a past abusive relationship that made her quick to weaponize the narrative. As in the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard trial, where mutual conflicts were twisted into one-sided abuse claims for public leverage, Mia's story included embellished details: a bruise from bumping into furniture during her hasty packing, photographed and shared as evidence. The consequences hit Alex like a freight train. Socially, old friends ghosted him. His sister, a staunch feminist, struggled to reconcile her beliefs with his pleas of innocence, leading to strained family dinners. He developed insomnia, anxiety attacks that left him shaking, and a deep depression, symptoms backed by 2021 studies showing 80–90% of the falsely accused suffer PTSD-like effects. Job loss was just the start. His reputation was in tatters. Even after the police investigation began, the stigma lingered. Neighbors avoided eye contact, and online trolls doxed his family's address. Financially ruined, he took a menial warehouse job, far from his literary dreams, reminiscent of Brian Banks losing his football scholarship and years in prison over a recanted lie. Months dragged on. The investigation revealed cracks: no physical evidence, inconsistent timelines in Mia's statements, and text messages from her to the affair partner admitting she'd exaggerated to get out clean. Like Trevor Bauer's 2023 case, where no charges stuck amid extortion claims, Alex's lawyer pushed for a thorough probe. Mia eventually recanted under pressure, tearfully admitting in a deposition that fear of judgment drove her to lie. Charges were dropped, and Alex was exonerated by spring 2026. The university offered a quiet reinstatement, but the damage was done. He declined, too scarred to return. In the end, Alex rebuilt slowly. He joined a support group for the falsely accused, channeling his pain into advocacy, much like Banks does today. Mia faced no legal repercussions. False accusers rarely do, with only about 1% prosecuted, per advocacy data. But she lost friends and moved away, haunted by her actions. Their story, though fictional, draws from real headlines. The rarity of false claims, just 2 to 10% of reports, per 2010 analyses, doesn't soften their blow, eroding trust and devastating lives. It underscores the need for due process reforms, fair investigations with evidence standards, like updated Title IX rules in 2025 that mandate cross-examination to protect everyone. Alex's tale reminds us, in pursuing justice for victims, we can't abandon innocence for the accused. It's a delicate balance, one that, when tipped, casts long shadows over us all.